The African sun burned hot over the golden plains, where grass stretched as far as the eye could see. Wildebeests moved in the distance like dark waves, and vultures circled high above. In this wild land, danger waited in silence. A baby rhino named Covey stumbled playfully near a patch of tall reeds. His small horn had barely begun to grow, and his round legs often tripped over roots. He was curious, fearless, and far too adventurous. His mother, Nyla, grazed nearby with the rest of the herd. Every few minutes she nudged her calf with her horn, warning him not to wander far. But Covey's eyes caught a butterfly flashing in the sun. Excited, he chased it without thinking. Step by step, he left the herd behind, his little feet kicking up dust. At first, he thought it was fun, splashing in a puddle, poking his horn into soft soil, squealing at lizards darting away. But soon the plains grew too quiet. Even the birds stopped singing. From the tall grass, shapes began to appear. Sleek, spotted, and hungry. African wild dogs. 1, 2, 5, and then 10 of them surrounded him. Their golden eyes glowed, and their sharp teeth glistened. They circled closer, their yipping calls echoing like laughter. Covey froze. His heart pounded, but memories of the adults came back, how they stomped the ground and snorted to scare danger away. He planted his small feet, scraped the dirt, and gave a weak snort. It was clumsy, but brave. The dogs paused, confused. This calf was not running. One lunged forward, snapping at his leg. Covey stumbled back, squealed, then stomped with all his strength. Dust flew, and his high-pitched cry rang across the plains. It wasn't loud, but it was desperate. Far away, Nyla lifted her head. That sound was her calf's cry. A surge of fear and fury rushed through her. She trumpeted so loud it rolled like thunder. The herd stopped grazing and turned. Cale, the scarred old male, snorted deeply. Without hesitation, they began to charge toward the sound. But for Covey, the circle was closing fast. One dog's teeth scraped his side, leaving a shallow wound. Pain made him squeal again. The wild dogs grew bolder. Hunger burned in their eyes. They thought the tiny rhino's fight would soon end. Just as one dog crouched to strike again, the earth began to shake. A dark shadow burst through the tall grass. It was Nyla. Her massive horn lowered, her feet pounding like drums. Her roar shook the air, and dust exploded around her. The wild dogs scattered in panic. One tripped and yelped as Nyla swung her head, nearly tossing it through the air. She stomped the ground, furious, shielding Covey with her huge body. Her eyes blazed with a mother's rage. Covey pressed close to her side, trembling but alive. The pack regrouped at a distance, circling again. Their laughter like yips returned, but softer this time. They knew the mother was dangerous. Still, hunger pushed them forward. And then, more thunder came. Cale and the rest of the herd appeared, their massive bodies forming a wall. They spread wide, horns lowered, dust rising. Cale led the charge, his scarred face stern and unshakable. The ground itself seemed to roar with their power. The wild dogs hesitated. They darted left, then right, but every path was blocked. The herd stomped, snorted, and advanced as one. Nyla lunged again, and that was enough. The pack broke. One by one, the dogs melted back into the grass, their golden eyes fading. But the danger had left its mark. Covey's side bled. He limped, shivering, pressing against Nyla's leg. She nudged him gently, her breath hot with worry. The herd surrounded them, silent, protective, their bodies a fortress around the injured calf. And then came another sound, the distant hum of engines. From a dirt track, two jeeps rolled closer. Rangers in khaki uniforms stopped carefully, keeping their distance. They knew rhinos could be dangerous if startled. One man, Dr. Malik, a veterinarian, stepped down slowly. His movements were calm, respectful. The herd bristled, but Cale recognized the scent of humans, not predators, but helpers. Dr. Malik approached with steady steps, crouched near Covey, and cleaned the wound. He wrapped a bandage and gave medicine, all under Nyla's sharp, watchful eyes. She did not attack. Somehow, she seemed to understand. When the jeeps left, the sun was sinking, painting the sky in shades of fire. Cale led the herd onward, horns gleaming against the sunset. Covey limped, but his head was high. That day, he had learned the meaning of courage, and the power of family.